Welcome to the video. Today, we're diving into 12 of the wildest, most surprising rules in Singapore. Rules that could trip up any traveler. Trust me, you don't want to be the tourist who gets in trouble for something as simple as chewing gum. Ready? Let's jump in and make sure your trip is unforgettable, for all the right reasons. First up, the legendary gum ban. If you've ever heard a quirky fact about Singapore, chances are, this is the one. It's a rule that's become almost as famous as the city's skyline, and for good reason. The story behind it is as fascinating as it is unique, and it's a perfect example of how Singapore's dedication to cleanliness and order shapes everyday life. In Singapore, importing or selling chewing gum is strictly illegal. You won't find packs of gum at convenience stores, supermarkets, or even at the airport, duty-free. The law is enforced with surprising seriousness, and it's not just a suggestion, it's a hard rule. The government's commitment to keeping the city spotless means that gum is treated almost like a controlled substance. This all started back in 1992, when vandals wreaked havoc on the newly opened subway system by sticking gum on train doors and sensors. The sticky mess caused delays, malfunctions, and a lot of frustration for commuters. The government decided enough was enough, and the result was a nationwide ban that's still in place today. Even bringing gum into the country for personal use is risky business. If you're caught with more than a small amount, you could face hefty fines or even jail time. Customs officers are trained to spot gum smugglers, and they take their job seriously. It's not uncommon for travelers to have their bags checked for hidden packs of gum at the airport. There is, however, one exception to the rule. If you have a medical need, you can get prescription gum from a licensed pharmacist. But don't expect to just walk in and buy a pack. You'll need a doctor's note, your name and ID will be registered, and the gum is strictly for therapeutic use, like helping people quit smoking. For everyone else, the safest bet is to ditch the gum entirely and reach for mints or other breath fresheners instead. Singaporeans have adapted, and you'll find a huge variety of mints, lozenges, and candies everywhere you go. It's a small price to pay for living in one of the world's cleanest cities. So if you're planning a trip to Singapore, don't risk becoming an accidental gum smuggler. It might seem like a harmless habit, but the consequences are real, and the authorities don't take kindly to rule breakers, even if it's unintentional. Rule number 1 for visiting Singapore. Leave the gum at home, embrace the Tic Tacs, and enjoy a city where the sidewalks are as spotless as the law is strict. Singapore is spotless thanks to strict anti-littering laws. Drop even a tiny wrapper and you could face a $300 fine. Repeat offenders get hit harder, thousands in fines, and even public cleanup duty in a bright vest. There are plenty of bins, so there's no excuse. Hold on to your trash until you find one. It's all about shared responsibility and keeping the city beautiful. Don't risk the vest of shame. Keep Singapore clean, your wallet will thank you. Crossing the street? Don't jaywalk. Always use crosswalks or overhead bridges. If you're caught within 50 meters of one and don't use it, you'll get fined. Fines start at $50, but repeat or dangerous offenses can mean $1,000 or even jail. Police and wardens are always watching. Walk the extra steps, wait for the green man, and stay safe. Jaywalking isn't just frowned upon, it's a serious offense. Follow the rules and avoid a costly mistake. Spitting in public is a big no-no. It's illegal anywhere. Sidewalks, parks, drains. Fines can reach $1,000 for a first offense. The rules about hygiene and public health, especially in a crowded city. You'll see no spitting signs everywhere. Keep your saliva to yourself. Use a tissue if you must. It's a simple way to respect Singapore's clean reputation. Smokers, beware. Singapore is not your average city when it comes to lighting up. If you're used to casually smoking on the street or outside a cafe, you'll need to rethink your habits here. The city-state has a reputation for being one of the cleanest places in the world, and its strict anti-smoking laws play a big part in that. Singapore's anti-smoking laws are some of the strictest in the world. You'll see clear, bold signs everywhere, on lampposts, at bus stops, and even on the ground, reminding you that smoking is not allowed in most public spaces. The government's goal is to protect public health and keep the city's air clean for everyone. Smoking is banned in most indoor and outdoor public spaces, including bus stops, parks, playgrounds, and within 5 meters of building entrances. Even some open-air areas like covered walkways and overhead bridges are off limits. The rules are clear and strictly enforced, so there's little room for error. If you do need to smoke, you'll have to find a designated smoking area. These are usually marked by bright yellow boxes painted on the ground. These areas are often tucked away from main walkways and public gathering spots, so you might have to search a bit to find one. Smoking outside these boxes, even just a few steps away, can land you in trouble. Fines for breaking the rules are steep, ranging from $200 for a first-time offense to as much as $1,000 for repeat violations. Enforcement officers and even plainclothes officials regularly patrol public areas, ready to issue fines on the spot. There's little leniency, and ignorance of the law is not an excuse. Cigarettes themselves are expensive in Singapore thanks to high taxes. On top of that, all cigarette packs are sold in plain packaging, stripped of branding and covered with graphic health warnings. The government wants to make smoking as unappealing as possible, both for residents and visitors. Authorities take these rules seriously. You'll often see uniformed officers and even undercover enforcement staff patrolling busy areas, especially near transport hubs and shopping districts. They're always on the lookout for anyone breaking the rules, and they don't hesitate to issue fines. If you're a smoker visiting Singapore, it's a good idea to plan ahead. Check maps or ask locals where the nearest yellow box is before you light up. Some areas, like Orchard Road, have very few smoking spots, so you might need to walk a fair distance to find one. By respecting these rules, you're helping to keep Singapore's air clean and pleasant for everyone, residents and visitors alike. So remember, follow the signs, find the yellow boxes, and enjoy the fresh air that makes Singapore truly unique. Feeding pigeons is illegal in Singapore. It may seem harmless, but it leads to mess, disease, and overpopulation. Fines can go up to $500 for feeding birds. The rule keeps public spaces clean and pleasant for everyone. Admire the pigeons from a distance, don't feed them, let nature take its course. It's a small sacrifice for a cleaner city. It might sound unbelievable, but in Singapore, urinating in an elevator isn't just frowned upon, it's actually a criminal offense. While most people would never dream of doing something so unsanitary, the city-state has had to take this issue seriously due to past incidents. In a place where cleanliness is a national obsession, even the smallest acts of public misbehavior are met with strict consequences. To combat this unusual problem, Singapore has turned to technology. Elevators across the country are equipped with advanced surveillance systems and sensors designed to catch offenders in the act. These aren't your average security cameras. Some elevators are fitted with specialized devices that can detect the presence of urine almost instantly. These urine detection devices, or UDDs, are highly sensitive. If they sense urine, they immediately trigger a loud alarm and automatically lock the elevator doors, trapping the culprit inside. There's no way to escape or hide. Within moments, the authorities are alerted and on their way. Imagine being caught red-handed, stuck in a confined space, as the alarm blares and everyone in the building knows exactly what you've done. When the police arrive, you'll be facing not only a hefty fine, but also a fair amount of public embarrassment. In Singapore, your reputation matters, and this is one way to make sure people think twice before breaking the rules. These extreme measures might seem harsh, but they're incredibly effective. Singapore's public spaces, including elevators, are known for being spotless. The government invests heavily in keeping the city clean, and the results speak for themselves. Visitors are often amazed at how pristine everything is. The message couldn't be clearer. If you need to go, find a restroom. Public toilets are widely available, well-maintained, and easy to access throughout the city. There's simply no excuse for using an elevator as a bathroom. Singapore's commitment to hygiene is more than just a policy, it's a way of life. The government runs regular campaigns to remind everyone about the importance of cleanliness, and officials routinely inspect public spaces to ensure standards are met. The elevator police are just one part of a much larger effort to keep Singapore shining. So, next time you're in Singapore and nature calls, remember, hold it in until you reach a restroom. Don't risk the humiliation, the fine, or the story that will follow you. In this city, even the elevators are watching, because here, cleanliness truly comes first. Using someone else's Wi-Fi without permission is illegal in Singapore. It's considered hacking, with penalties up to $10,000, 3 years in jail, or both. Stick to official public networks or get a local SIM card. Don't risk connecting to random open Wi-Fi. Protect yourself and respect privacy laws. Stay connected the right way. Avoid accidental cybercrime. Even in your own home, nudity can be illegal if you're visible to the public. If someone can see you from outside, you could be fined up to $2,000 or jailed. Close your curtains or blinds. Privacy is your responsibility. In a city of high-rises, it's easy to be seen. Don't assume you're safe just because you're indoors. Be mindful and avoid an awkward, expensive mistake. Singapore values public decency, even in private spaces. Singing or reciting songs with obscene lyrics in public is illegal. It's about maintaining public decency and order. Offenders can face fines or up to 3 months in jail. Quietly humming is fine, but keep explicit lyrics to yourself. Choose family-friendly tunes in public spaces. Save the explicit tracks for your headphones. Respect the vibe. Singapore takes lyrics seriously. Eating or drinking on public transport, including water, is strictly banned. The rule keeps trains and buses clean and pest-free. Signs are everywhere, and fines can reach $500. Finish your snacks before entering stations. Transit officers do patrol and enforce the rule. It's a small adjustment for a spotless commute. Enjoy the world-class cleanliness. Just don't eat on the go. Not flushing a public toilet after use is illegal. Police conduct random restroom checks and you can be fined $150 on the spot. It's all about public hygiene and consideration for others. Don't risk the ultimate walk of shame. Do your business, look back and flush. It's good manners, and the law. In Singapore, even the toilets are policed. That's it, 12 of Singapore's most surprising rules. These laws keep the city clean, safe, and unique. Respect the rules, and you'll have an amazing trip. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe for more travel tips and stories. Until next time, travel safe and stay curious.